Yo, what's up, Morgana? Things got somewhat troublesome.
Damn it.
Oh, what's up, Ryuji? Damn it. Where those guys who were locked up go? Must have been transported somewhere else. But where and why? Don't ask me.
Well,
But there are soldiers around, right? Maybe we could try eavesdropping on them. Okay. Hey, this safe space is nice. Okay, let's get out of here. It should still be soldiers outside. Let's take note of the situation and get out of there. Okay. I thought I just heard something move around there. Guess it was my imagination. And what are the slaves? They're all in the training hall. I'd assume they're screaming in pain by now. Very well. By the way, I heard we may have intruded around. Stay on your guard. Did you hear that? They said training hall, right?
okay, let's go.
I think that's just a little further ahead. Let's go. Hey, okay. Oh, shoot! There's a guard on duty there. The only way we gotta get to the training hall, gotta go past him. Yep, fight it. Seems so. Just don't let him notice you beforehand. If it does, the place will rise. Okay. Security level. When you're spotted by an enemy, security level will rise. This is shown on a gauge in the upper left. As security level rises, the enemies will be higher alert. If it gets too high, you may be forced to leave the palace. So take caution.
Come on, man.
Alright. What else can happen? Nah, we ain't running away. Well, security levels go back down if we can beat more enemies without getting noticed. Okay. That sounds complicated. Fine. Put together some info about the security level.
Now then.
Understanding this is okay. Palace infiltration. Okay. Security levels, security 0% security level are now part of the tutorial menu. Cool. These are accessed by opening the main menus. All right, cool.
What's this?
Okay. Yeah.
I'll reveal your true form.
Yeah, they ambush them. All right, we're ready to fight.
Now's our chance to strike.
Wait, I don't have control over Morgana yet, do I? Okay.
I don't see a weak spot.
Okay. We don't know no weakness. Okay.
It's time.
All right, let's go, Persona.
Load up. There.
Hit him. Nah, win. Ow.
Only one more. Let's go.
I feel like this is like weak to guns, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say, ow.
A spectacular victory.
We got some monies.
Okay.
I'll go through here.
What's this?
Ooh.
Hey.
The training hall up ahead, right? Yeah, a little further. Make sure to watch out for guards along the way. Ah. Well, that's blocked.
What?
Hey, you see anyone who looks like an intruder? No, nobody yet. Shoot, I had a feeling there would be a lot of enemies. It'd be impossible to dodge them all. So what do we do? Should we try and take them down like before? It's not that simple. We still have a long way to go. We could conserve our energy. I see. Sorry.
Damn it.
Damn it. I wish I could fight. I'd at least be able to help out a little bit. But all I got is this toy from earlier. I'm such a loser. You mean that gun? Yeah, looks real and all, but it doesn't shoot anything. I see. Well, there's a way. Okay, we'll use that to take down the enemies. Huh? What? Listen, it doesn't shoot pellets. Don't worry. It'll work. Attack away. Frizzy here. Leave it to me.
Whoa.
Wait. Dude, I keep saying I'm not gonna fire anything. Nope, don't matter.
You have the gun with you, right?
Yep.
Point it at a shadow and fire.
Okay. Gun.
How about that? Surprised?
No.
Be mindful of how much ammo you have left.
Okay. Guns have a higher attack power than melee weapons, but come in limited ammunition. Okay. Dang, I was missing?
All right, I'll show you my weapon too.
How do you miss and you did damage? I don't get it. Okay, we leveled up. Arson leveled up too.
I leveled up. For real?
Whoa. Did that toy gun just shoot real freaking bullets? This is a cognitive world. As long as our opponents see it's real, it becomes such. It's a good thing they're realistic looking. I don't get it. I wasn't expecting someone with your brain to understand. How about your frizzy hair? Did you get what I said? It's simple logic.
Nice going.
Just as I expected. Wait, you better have something realistic. Why do you got the slingshot? And it was just as strong as the goddamn gun. What about your whole cognitive whatever? Well, fine. You can choose to understand it however you want.
Well,
Oh, by the way, we should decide how to divvy up our roles in a battle from here on out. He totally dodged my question. As you can see, there's quite a lot of enemies. It'll be important to coordinate our moves well.
now then.
I can keep providing intel for us, but you should decide how to fight, Crazy Hair. What do you mean by how we fight? Basically, what we do in battle. He can order us directly or let us decide what we do. Though I guess I'm the only other one fighting right now. During the battle, you can change your party members' actions by assigning tactics to them. You can either set a particular course of action for them to take or choose to control them directly. Tactics changing can be done by selecting stats on the triangle button menu or pressing the L2 button on Bear's turn. Then select tactics option. Okay. If you're able to attack an enemy's weakness, you can press the R1 button during the battle to automatically move the cursor to that option. This should save you some time if you already know the enemy's weakness. If you press the option button during the battle, your party will continuously perform melee attacks. This is called rush mode. Battle will proceed faster during rush and will not need to input any action. Rush can be canceled by pressing the O button. Alright. Let's go to stats. And tactics. Alright. Direct command. That's good. Cool. Direct command over Morgana. That's great. Oh.
What's this? I'll reveal your true form.
Yeah.
Alright, the first move is ours. I
Alright.
don't see a weak spot.
Don't see a weak spot.
Let's go.
I think their weakness is wind. I'm pretty sure it is.
You're mine.
Yeah. That was correct. Yeah, we got to get that baton pass quick. Morgana leveled up.
Okay.
Pretty sure where we need to go to. Take him down again. That's only choice. Wait, it might be a good time. Okay, I've decided I want to teach you 2 special ways to fight enemies. It's a new technique. Something like that. Let's go. Oh.
Listen, there's a distinct flow to battles. Let me show you. After all, seeing is something. First, knock down all the enemies. Everything starts with that crucial step.
Persona! You're mine.
All right, now rush on in for an all-out attack.
Do it.
Nice going.
Nah, we ain't do a super move. All out attack. Knock enemies down once you beating them all at once. Defenseless enemies, yada yada yada. Alright. by holding up and pressing. Okay, cool. All out attacks, ultimate attacks, with still heavy damage. Two foes, however, you cannot use one if Bear cannot act or if only he can act.
Now then.
In the ideal pattern. Oh, I was seeing if there was something over here. Yes,
Yes.
there it is. Kamoshida's training hall of love. What kind of bullshit is this? I don't know, Ryuji, but it don't sound good.
Yeah.
Yep, these where the voices coming from.
What's this?
Whoa!
Oh, sheesh. They's beating them.
This is bullshit!
You right.
How many times do I have to tell you to keep your voice down?
But this is beyond messed up! How do I open this? Stop it! Leave us alone. It's useless. Huh? If we stay obedient, we won't be executed like you guys. You're telling me you want to stay in a place like this?
Wait a minute. Were you planning on taking these guys out of here?
We can't just leave them here.
How stupid can you be?
What?
These are only humans in Kamoshida's cognition. They aren't real humans that have entered from reality. They're different from you two.
Cognition?
It means there's no point in saving them. They're different from the real ones in the real world. You could say that these are extremely similar looking dolls.
Hell? Why's it gotta be so complicated? So the school's a castle and the students are slaves. It's so on point that it makes me laugh. This really is the inside of that asshole's head.
Still, this is horrible. It must mean he treats them as slaves in the real world, too.
In the real world, too? Wait, I know these guys. They're members of the volleyball team, the one Kamoshida coaches for.
They must be physically abused every day. There's no way they'd be so beat up normally.
Don't tell me they're going through similar shit in reality?
Most likely. I mean, this proves that Kamoshida thinks of them as slaves.
So it might be for real. I heard that Kamoshida's using physical punishment. They're just rumors, but if they're true, wouldn't this be something to report to the police?
That would be
Use
obvious.
these guys as evidence. If it all goes well, we can take down that asshole Kamoshida. Huh? It's not working.
Duh.
We can use the navigation app, but the camera's a no-go?
A navigation app?
That's what we used to come here. What about yours?
Nah.
Whatever you do is fine, but we're gonna get caught if we stand around like this. We need to head back.
Okay.
Hang on a sec. There's no other way. I'll just memorize their faces before going home. Let's go.
All right. Dang. Dang. Bro, they torturing them. Oh, well. That's supposed to be training hall.
Hey,
Y'all making me look at them in the cell. Each cell.
damn it.
Water. Please, no more. Yeah, not giving athletes water. That's kind of messed up. Ooh. Dang.
Come on, man.
Hey, come on, this is violence. Bruh, they taking to a canvas to the face. Talk about balls. Yeah, we're cutting it close.
Yeah.
Need this gram. Wait, is there a brightness slider in here? Hold on a second. She's still. No. Seems a little dark. Dark. Eh.
Let's go.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, man.
We stay here too long. Come on. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Please.
This way.
Exit this way. Let's hurry. Ambush. It's never this easy.
Ugh, you knaves again? To think you'd make the same mistake again. You're hopeless.
A mistake.
The school ain't your castle. I've memorized their faces real good. You're going down.
Yeah.
It seems it's true when they say barking dogs seldom bite.
Dang.
How far the star runner of the track team has fallen.
What the hell are you getting at?
I speak of the track trader who acted in violence, ending his teammates' dreams. Oh, I can only imagine the pain of the others who were dragged under with your selfish act.
Oh, bruh. I feel like it. Ryuji, you got set up? You got set up?
What a surprise. So you're accompanying him without knowing anything at all.
I don't know.
He betrayed his teammates and crushed their hopes. Yet he still carries on as carefree as ever.
He ain't carefree. I promise you that.
That's not true.
Yeah. Tell him, Ryuji.
You've come along with this fool and are now going to end up dead. How unlucky of you.
Nah, bro.
Go! Kill them all! Don't sully my castle with garbage.
Garbage? Who the hell you call it garbage? Bruh, Ryuji always come through.
Ryuji, move! surrounded.
Dang.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you because King Kamoshida told us! I'll kill because that's what he wants!
Ow. 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 Okay. I think y'all are weak to win. Yeah, resistance.
Witness my skull! Ha!
No.
There's more of them? This is bad.
Yeah, we did.
Failure!
Ow.
Can't be.
Ah, we died. All right. We could have made better decisions.
Oh! You
Piece of.
I bet you simply came here on a whim and ended up like this. Isn't that right?
No!
What a worthless piece of trash. Getting emotional so quickly. How dare you raise your hand at me? Though it was only temporary, have you forgotten my kindness in supervising track practice?
Man, forget you.
It wasn't no practice, it was physical abuse! You just didn't like our team!
It was nothing but an eyesore. The only one who needs to achieve results is me. That coach who got fired was hopeless too. Had he not opposed me with a sound argument, I would have settled it with only breaking his star's leg.
What?
Do you need me to deal with your other leg too? The school will call it self-defense anyway.
Damn it. Am I gonna lose again? Not only can I not run anymore, the track team is gone too because of this asshole.
So that's why.
Once these two are dealt with, you're next.
Man. Bro, he a piece of poo-poo.
Ryuji!
You're right. Everything that was important to me was taken by him. I'll never get him back.
Stay there and watch. Look on as these hopeless scum die for nothing because they sided with trash like you.
No, that's what you are.
Yeah, tell
All
him.
you think about is using people. You're the real scumbag, Kamoshida.
Exactly.
What are you doing? Silence him!
Stop looking down on me with that stupid smile on your face!
You made me wait quite a while.
Ooh.
You seek power, correct? Then let us form a pact. Since your name has been disgraced already, why not hoist the flag and wreak havoc? The other you who exists within desires it thus. I am thou, thou I. There is no turning back. The skull of rebellion is your flag henceforth!
Ooh.
What can you do? Cower in fear and watch!
Oh. Oh, wow.
Right on. What's up, Persona? This effing rocks. Now
Yo.
we got power. It's time for payback.
Yeah, let's go.
Yo, I'm ready. Bring it!
Hey.
Mock me, you brat!
Okay, horsey.
Blast him away, Captain Kid!
Yeah. We got the horsey guy.
troublemakers that bother King Kamoshida with trifle matters.
Kamoshida's cognition ain't changing, right? And I'll act like the troublemaker I am. Let's do this, Captain Kidd! Persona! Let's go, Captain!
Yeah.
He's fine, buddy.
I don't got no ammo. Dang. Alright.
Persona!
Ravage them!
Ow. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna use Zoe on these Bicorn, right? Yeah. Weakness.
Persona! Let's go,
Bam.
Captain!
And
Persona!
Zoe, let's go. Yeah.
I am a loyal subject of the glorious King Kamoshida.
No, you're not. You dead.
Why?
Don't lie, you're dead.
Proves that Kamoshida ain't anything special.
We know he ain't.
How about that?
Whoa. So Ryuji had the potential too.
Even if you apologize now, I ain't forgiving you.
I told you that this is my castle. It seems you still don't understand.
What?
What? Takamaki?
Oh! What a meowvelous and beautiful girl!
What's going on? Yeah, now that you mention it. But why is she even here? Hey! Let go of her, you perv!
How many times must I tell you until you understand? This is my castle, a place in which I can do whatever I want. Everyone wishes to be loved by me. That is, everyone besides slow-witted thieves like you.
Dang.
Takamaki, say something!
Calm down, Ryuji. It seems that girl isn't the real one. She's the same as those slaves. A being made from Kamoshida's cognition of her.
Are you jealous? Well, I'm not surprised. Women aren't drawn to problematic punks like you.
Damn it!
Clean them up this instant!
Oh,
We're outnumbered. Let's scram before we get surrounded.
yeah.
We're not gonna do anything and just run?
Of course we gotta run.
Thank God you've got a level head.
We can come back later.
Fine. We'll expose what you really are no matter what. You better be ready for us.
Why would you warn him?
I was beginning to get bored of torturing the ones here. Come at me whenever you want, if you don't care about your life.
Ignore him. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Say less. I'm glad he let us run away.
Anyways, I don't remember changing into this.
Looks good on you.
Should I be happy about that?
Of course.
Then again, it ain't as bad as yours.
Did you find them?
Quiet.
No. Search that way.
So what's going on? I'm completely lost, man.
I told you before. When a Persona user opposes a palace's ruler and becomes a threat to them, this happens. It's to prevent you from being affected by distortions.
Is this a skull?
Yeah.
Your appearance reflects your inner self. It's the rebel that slumbers within. Not that you'll get it.
Nope.
Then stop asking questions and accept what you see for what it is.
We're gonna hit with moving.
Easy for you to say. Wait, we're in deep shit!
I said to be quiet.
We might have gotten away here, but we're still screwed with Kamoshida at the real school.
Of course.
That's quite sharp of you. For being an idiot. Relax. The Kamoshida in reality can't possibly know about what happens here. A shadow is the true self that is suppressed. A side of one's personality they don't want to see.
So, we're okay?
Did the Kamoshida in reality remember about the execution? There you have it.
Alright. Now that we know that, all we gotta do is...
Wait. I guided you as promised. It's your turn to cooperate with me. That's why I was super nice about teaching you idiots everything.
Huh? Cooperate?
Of course.
Don't you remember? I originally came here for an investigation. I need to erase the distortion from my body and regain my real form.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we must delve deep into mementos and...
Whoa, hold up. What are you going on and on about? We never said anything about helping you out.
Huh? Don't tell me. Are you not going to repay the hospitality I showed you? Especially you. You're going to up and leave, even though you're already part of my master plan? Is it because I'm not human? Because I'm like a cat? Is that why you're making a fool of me?
No.
We're busy. Thanks for everything, Cat. You got guts being a cat and all. See you around.
Hey! What the hell? Seriously? Why are you wrapping this up like everything's all hunky-dory? Oh, hell no! Get back here!
Morgana, don't worry, we'll be back. It wouldn't be a game if we didn't have you.
You have returned to the real world. Welcome back.
Thank God. We're back. Yeah, I dragged you around a lot, huh?
Yeah, man.
Good. Sorry, man. I'm dead tired. How you holding up?
Barely.
I guess you don't really show it, huh? But damn, if what we saw was for real, oh, this is gonna get good.
Yeah.
I totally remember the faces of the guys Kamoshida was treating like slaves. Once we make him fess up to any physical abuse, Kamoshida will be done. So, want to help me look for those guys or any witnesses?
Nah.
No hesitation at all? Come on, just hear me out. Hey, so... if you're thinking of laying low because you got a record, I don't think that'll help. Everyone already knows. They totally got you pegged as a criminal. Kamoshida opened his damn mouth. No one else besides a teacher could have leaked it that fast. It doesn't matter if it's a student or a club. That asshole just wrecks things he doesn't agree with.
Dang.
Just like he did with me. No one will take anything I say seriously. Still, those rumors about him getting physical might be real. And after seeing Kamoshida's distorted heart thing in person, there's no way I can just sit back.
Of course.
I'm counting on you. Don't worry, I'm hyped about this too.
Don't trust Yuji. Yeah.
Acting as a phantom thief would have been more efficient alone. You could have gone about it that way. However, you did not. There are merits to having associates. That's what you decided. Am I wrong?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the chariot persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Yeah. Chariot.
All right.
Chariot confidant.
Oh. Right. I haven't eaten anything since lunch. It'd be weird splitting off now, so why don't we grab a bite somewhere?
Sure.
Just follow me.
Alright.
I mean, I totally gotta hear about your past. What? The hell, man? How much shittier can that asshole get? Are you for real? If it was me, I wouldn't calm down until I punched that dick in the face. So, you left your hometown and you're living here now, huh?
Yep.
Huh, we might be more alike than I originally thought.
Maybe right.
You're the first guy that made me think that. I guess it's how we're treated like a pain in the ass by the people around us. Like we don't belong. I did something stupid at school before, too.
Dang, I'm eating.
The place you're living now is in Yongen, right?
Yep.
It's rush hour on the subways. I suggest you kill some time before heading home. What the hell, man? You barely touched your food. Just let me do it. I gotta thank you for helping me. Anyways, I got your back like you got mine from tomorrow on.
Alright.
As long as we do something about Kamoshida, I'm sure we'll both feel better about being at school.
True.
Oh, yeah! Tell me your number. Oh, chat ID, too.
Okay. Chat app is now available. You may now occasionally receive messages from those close to you.
Just you wait, Kamoshida. We're gonna start right away tomorrow. First, let's hit up those guys that were kept as slaves.
Mm-hmm.
The volleyball rally's tomorrow, huh? Shit's recommended by Kamoshida. Makes me want to gag. But, thanks to that, we got no classes in the afternoon, and we can walk around unnoticed. Well, I guess we can work out the details tomorrow. Come on, you gotta eat more. There's tons of ginger here.
Oh no. comedy. Oh, they really talking. She got a knee brace on. Just walking around. Must be.
I haven't been sleeping well lately. Whenever I close my eyes, I keep thinking about too many things.
Hmm?
Shiho. Nationals are coming up soon, so I keep thinking, should someone like me really be on the starting lineup?
Nah, you good, girl.
Don't worry. Just be confident in yourself. Your skills have been recognized. It's all because you work harder than anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Volleyball's all I have after all.
More importantly, was that injury okay? It looked really swollen.
No, it's nothing. It's normal. Especially since a meet's coming up.
Sorry to interrupt, Suzui. Mr. Kamoshida told me to get you.
Huh? What does he want?
He didn't say.
It'll be fine. I bet it's a meeting about the starting lineup or something.
Yeah.
Bruh, this don't sound like it's good. Why they look so depressed?
Well,
And
I better go.
bruh, he beating the crack out of them.
Yep. Good luck. Hang in there, Shiho.
Of course. Long enough. Get into trouble, it's fine by me.
Now listen up.
I know what you've been up to, but trust me, on if you start causing problems. In case you forgot, your life is not free one right now. Oh, who texted? Hey, I decided to go ahead and message you. Can you see this? Nope. You so can, yeah. I'm gonna be counting on you tomorrow, okay? Got it. You're a bro, man. Well, see you tomorrow. Let's save those guys who've been getting abused. You and me. Jeez. Are you even listening to me? You said something? Stay away from bad influences, okay? Yeah, we will. Oh, you heading home for the night? All right, bro. See you. You lock up the all right, bro. I won't go wandering out. I'll lock up. Don't worry. Oh, okay.
I should write something.
All right, let's go to bed since we can't do anything else. On this red eyebrow icon, right? Yep. We ended up at a weird place when we used this nav app, right? I found it on my phone too. I don't remember installing it. That's creepy. For real. What is this thing? This being downloaded somehow. It's strange to use something without knowing what it is. But with it, we can go to the weird palace place. Yeah. Seems like it. Basically, we're going to depend on how we use it. Yep. But first, we got to find evidence for the beatings. I'm counting on you, all right? Don't go ditching school on me. Feel exhausted. Maybe it's because of the metaverse. Sleep. Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the Velvet Room. I thought about resuming our previous conversation tonight. That is why I have summoned you. What are your thoughts? Are you becoming accustomed to this place? Ah, glad to hear it. It seems you have nerves of steel. Your rehabilitation determines if ruin can be stopped. Yet, such a feat cannot be done.
Partnership.
Involving yourself with others is an important foundation for your recovery. You've done well. That said, I am not advising the formation of superficial relationships.
Of course not superficial.
It must not be a frivolity, but a ring of those who would, by morals or faith, lend you their strength. In other words, they are bonds with those who have been robbed of their places to belong. The expansion of said ring will, in return, help you mature as well.
Personas are the strength of heart. The stronger the bonds that surround you, the more power your personas will gain.
There are countless people in the city who have talents that a weakling like you doesn't.
Dang.
You better rack that noggin of yours and get them on your side. We'll change that into power.
Okay. Confidants are people you trust who share similar goals. Find these people, in places like school and around town. Try forming bonds with people who visit them multiple times, earning their trust and proving their value. Your value. Once you have formed a bond, you can open the menu with the triangle button and select confidants to check the strength of your relationship.
Indeed, you should be prepared to use even myself, or your ambitions will not come to fruition.
Okay.
We have a deal then.
Yeah. Yeah, like we got a choice.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Fool persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Fool. All right. Arcana.
All right.
Fool. Confidant. Learn Billy Wild Talk. Arcane boost from Ecor. People have formed a bond with Special confidant abilities. Okay. Strength of trust. Yada yada yada. This triangle button open many confidants. I feel like they're repeating the same thing.
Well, you will understand it all in due time. Continue devoting yourself to your rehabilitation.
Now this conversation's over. Get lost, inmate.
I can't do this.
How annoying. Barely started high school and already making play at the volleyball rally. And why are you pitting us against the teacher team? How much he's gonna crush us. We get to see his technique live and in person though. We should totally get spiked on. Yeah, okay. You're gonna get your face smashed in. Oh shit. Just look at how bandaged up the volleyball team is. What the hell's going on during practices?
Okay, quiet down.
Know about today's volleyball rally. Gymnasium wants you to change. Got it?
Nice toss. Yeah, man, you still got it, coach. Thanks. Let's go for one more. All right.
Still sticks out. Hasn't changed a bit.
Pretty boring.
Right?
Right. Dang. That gotta hurt. Homie, you good?
Sorry. Hey, are you all right? Someone, take him to the nurse's office. You get that side.
He'll pay soon enough.
All right, let's resume the match.
Damn it.
Yeah, he is acting like a king. Yeah, it is the ego show. Mishima-san? Anyways. Slaves yesterday. Okay. We'll look for faces we saw at the castle, as members of the team should be here today. I'll be sure to find someone to spill about commenting physical abuse. Just wait. Okay, starting in Class D. around the map using the R1 button. Quick travel. All right. R1. Wait a minute. I just wanna. Can I? Yeah. Dang. All right. So it's supposed to be my classroom. Oh. All right. Oh. What? Are you skipping out on the volleyball rally? I guess it's different transfer. Man. Don't ask him about it. Don't get your injury. I ain't gonna tell nobody who squealed. Easy. Why you coming up like you a gangster? I don't think you're gonna. Yeah. Why, you're afraid? You know? You have proof? Well, come on, Ryuji. That's where you lie. Tell me you do got proof. Fair enough. Come on, let's go. So we need proof. Ain't nobody gonna squeal without proof. Injury ain't normal, and he still won't fess up. Crap. If we keep going at this pace, ball game's gonna end. Let's split up. Guess that'd be faster. I'll check the practice building for people before club starts. You handle classroom building. There's a third year on the volleyball team that I remember. I think he's in 3C. He might be around his classroom, the third year classroom on the first floor. He was getting beaten pretty badly at the castle. You might have some injuries too. All right, hit you up. Find anything. Go. All right. Gotta go down. Where is the classroom? Can I get a drink now? Aw. What are they talking about?
Yeah?
Everyone says a lot of bad stuff about transfer student in your class, On. I know. I hate rumors already, but they're only getting more and more complex as time goes. I wonder if he's alright. I hope he's not letting it get to him too much. That's just like you, Shiho. Always worried about other people before yourself.
Yeah.
Kinda like when there for me. 3E. 3D. Oh, this is. You wanna see any students noticeable injuries. Okay. Right here. Man, cleaning up after the volleyball rally is going to be such a pain. What do you want? You got something to say? How'd you get hurt? Practice. Hey, out with Kamato. You're trying to snoop from Kamashita, right? Look, our volleyball team performs at national level. Of course, our practice is going to be tough. Mr. Kamashita gets dedicated to his training. Don't believe everything Sakamoto says.
Sure.
As if, hey, we should stop talking to him. What if he loses it, starts attacking us? What? There's a knife around? Who knows what he's capable of? What? How's it going? You tell me first. No good. Everyone's too freaked out about Kamashi. Yep. But I still got a lead. First year, new member. He's just joined, so he might not be all wrapped up in Kamashi's web or bullshit. Pretty sure he's in class 1B. Try first year classroom. You're on the 3rd floor. You can view the messages you haven't received by pressing the square button icon on read messages. Only 50 most recent chat threads will be saved. Old chats will be automatically deleted, so don't forget to read them. Alright, yeah. Okay, let's go upstairs. Hey. One. Didn't you say 1B? It's kind of she did abuse you. About anything, sorry.
I can't do it.
All right. If you insist. Just get ready to go home for today. Damn, we're out of time. How'd it go? Take a while, I guess. So you didn't have any luck either? Okay. Let's regroup for now and see in courtyard. Alright.
Can I talk to you for a sec? It'll be quick. Anyway, what's with you? Like how you were late the other day was a lie and all?
Dang, man, you just come out. Call me out like that.
There's that weird rumor about you too.
What do you want with him?
Right back at you. You're not even in our class.
We just happened to get to know each other.
What are you planning on doing to Mr. Kamoshida?
Huh?
Dang.
I see. I getcha. You're all buddy-buddy with Kamoshida after all.
This has nothing to do with you, Sakamoto.
Dang.
If you
She
found out
upset.
what he's been doing behind your back, you'd dump him right away.
Behind my back?
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
You wouldn't get it.
Anyway, people are already talking about you two. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but no one's gonna help you. I'm warning you, just in case. That's all.
Thank you.
Why she gotta be so aggressive all the time?
You know her?
We just went to the same middle school.
Oh.
Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. I had no luck on my end. What about you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Did anything like someone's name turn up?
Yeah.
Huh? Special coaching, huh? True. I always see the guy covered in bruises. Let's go talk to him before he leaves then. Hey, got a second?
Ryuji.
Sakamoto? And you too.
Yeah. Give me your lunch money. Let me stop.
Come on, we just want to chat. Kamoshida's been coaching you, huh? You sure it's not just physical abuse? Certainly not.
You can't look down and say
What are you
that.
talking all polite for? Anyways. We saw him spike you today. Right in the face. That was just because I'm not good at the sport.
Bro.
Still, that doesn't explain all the other bruises you've got. They're from practice. Is he forcing you to keep quiet? That's...
What's going on here? Mishima, isn't it time for practice?
I'm not feeling well today.
What? Maybe you're better off quitting then.
Dang.
You're never going to improve that crappy form unless you show up to practice.
Didn't you hear? He ain't feeling well.
Well, Mishima, are you coming to practice or not?
Why does it sound like a threat?
I'll go.
As for you, any more trouble and you'll be gone from this school for sure.
Bastard.
Same goes for you. Didn't the principal tell you to keep in line?
Ain't nobody said nothing.
Just don't get in the way of my practice. All these unsettling rumors are making the students anxious after all.
That's your own goddamn fault.
This won't get us anywhere. Let's go, Mishima. Shujin Academy is a place where those with aspirations come to learn. Unworthy students like yourselves don't have any right to be here. Get with the program.
Oh, seemed like he mad.
Yes, sir. That asshole. He's gonna pay for this. There's no point. Huh? Proving that he's physically abusing us is meaningless. Everybody knows. The principal, our parents, they all know, and they all keep quiet about it.
Dang.
This has gotta be a joke. Don't be a pain. You don't understand what I'm going through. Shouldn't you, of all people, know that nothing's going to help? Damn it.
What now?
I'll try one more time to persuade the other guys. That's all I can do.
I'm tired from all the stuff that happened today. I think I should head to sleep soon. All right, well, let me grab some water real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to grab some water. You know, got thirsty because I was munching. Well, I guess the only thing I can do is go to sleep. Hey, don't make this don't make any damn sense. The principal, even the parents know about the abuse. Why ain't nobody speaking up? Because it's volleyball. Yeah. Basically because Kamashi made the volleyball team famous, yeah? Even so, don't give him the right to do whatever he wants. True. He's beating kids up. Oh man. Bro, Ryuji, stay who you are. Doesn't give one shit. You right. We'll follow her. And Kamati, you met her, Corey, I remember. You should know her. I mean, she's in your class, dude. What a load of bull. I can't let it end like this. I'm gonna try to find someone who knows about what's going on with Kamoshida during break tomorrow. Just you watch. I ain't giving up. Okay, bro. I'm beat from running around all day. Sleep. Did you see Kamoshida play yesterday? He was so awesome. I think I might ask for an autograph to school. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Hear that you shouldn't go near PE faculty office. People say you can hear weird sounds like screaming, even though no one's there. What? It's probably just a rumor spread by fans to scare competition. So about the witness, I was wondering if we could get something out of Takamaki. Since she was Kamashita, yeah. No, that ain't funny. Just hear me out. You know how we didn't get thing out of the volleyball team. I figured it would be a good idea to talk to someone who knows them. Takami's BFF with the starter, a girl named Suzu? Alright. I tried to talk to that girl during break, but I didn't get nothing. Takami can talk to her. Then again, I guess it's hard to get her to help us. Sorry. Let me see what else to come up with.
Shouldn't you be heading to volleyball?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. That bruise above your eye. Is that from practice, too?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. Volleyball
Dang.
is the only thing I can do right. Shouldn't you take that?
It's probably just my part-time job, I think.
I should get going.
Bruh, you can't be beat up like
Shiho.
that.
Are you sure you're okay?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Today won't work. I'm not feeling so good. Sorry. Bye.
Hey, wasn't that Takamaki? Rumor has it she's dating Kamoshida. Seriously? I heard people saw them in his car together. You know, she seems pretty easy, huh? You think I'd have a chance too?
Nope.
Come on, dude. You can't go after Kamoshida's bitch.
Oh, dang!
What is it?
Oh. I mean, alright. I'm sorry. Are you hurt?
Huh?
Well. You don't look familiar. Could you be the transfer student from Class D? This might not be any of my business, but don't let the rumors get to you, okay? They don't bother me.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear that. My best friend is often misunderstood too, all because of her looks. Sorry, I don't mean drag on like that.
Then I'll...
Anyways, I have to go to practice. I'll see you around. Dang. She going through it.
Damn it. What the hell?
Bro, he over here boiling. He got his foot tapping and everything. What? He about to go off.
This really ain't going our way. All of them kept saying the same shit Mishima was talking about. Kamoshida had to have told him something. At this rate, looks like we'll have to go to him directly.
Dang. Nah, there's no point.
I know. But seriously, isn't there something we can do? No way I'm gonna give in like this.
Let's go to his cognition.
Can you think of anything? Oh, that'd be fine if we could do it without getting caught, but if we did, we'd be seriously done for. You got any other ideas? So you want to tell them about the castle? They'd never believe us.
True.
Have any other ideas? What do we do? The king? You mean that other world's Kamoshida?
Yep.
I didn't think of that, but is there any meaning to...
I finally found you.
Who's that? Morgana? Hey, I thought you said you wanted a cat.
Something?
Don't think you can get away with not paying me back for helping you.
Never.
Is that you, Morgana?
Of course it's Morgana.
How dare you up and leaving me the other day?
Bro, Morgana look so mad. It's funny because realistic Morgana's on screen and cartoon Morgana. I mean Persona.
Talking?
I am not a cat. This is
Well, then why the hell you look like a
this
cat?
world. It was a lot of trouble finding you two.
Okay.
Wait, you came to our world?
Of course.
Does that mean you've got a phone?
Bruh, that's the first thing you think about?
You don't need one when you're at my level. I did get pretty lost making my escape, though.
That aside, why can you talk? You're a cat!
How should I know?
Smart.
You hearing this too?
Of course. Yeah.
Then it really is Morgana.
You guys are having a rough time of this, I heard you mention something about witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shut up.
You know, I could tell you a thing or two about what to do about Kamoshida. You were pretty close just a moment ago.
No, I was.
God, that condescending attitude. This thing's gotta be Morgana.
You were still doubting me?
Dang.
Quiet down!
We really have to be looking for a cat in a busy time like this?
I just heard a meow somewhere near here. Didn't you hear it?
Make sure you check every nook and cranny around.
Meow? Does that mean only us two can understand what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it.
What the hell's going on? Anyways, what you were talking about earlier, is it for real?
You're quite the skeptic for being an idiot.
Hey, tell us more. Then again, this probably ain't the best place.
Yeah.
Here, stick it in your bag for now. It should be just small enough to fit.
Hey, how dare you treat me like...
Shut up.
Don't be so rough with me.
Enough of that. You said you know how we can do something about Kamoshida, right?
It has to do with what this guy was talking about earlier. You'll need to attack his castle.
What do you mean?
That castle is how Kamoshida views this school. He doesn't realize what happens in there, but it's deeply connected to the depths of his heart. Thus, if the castle disappears, it would naturally impact the real Kamoshida.
What'd happen?
A palace is a manifestation of a person's distorted desires. So, if that castle were no more... Precisely. You sure pick up things fast.
Of course, naturally.
For real? He's gonna turn good?
As if his desires disappeared.
But is
Maybe.
that really getting back at him?
Maybe.
Erasing a palace essentially means forcing the owner to have a change of heart. However, even though their warped wants disappear, the crimes they committed remain. Kamoshida will become unable to bear the weight of those crimes, and he'll confess them himself.
Ah, convenience.
You for real? That's possible?
And since the palace will no longer exist, he'll forget what we did there as well.
That's dope.
Not only will we be able to bring Kamoshida down, but there won't even be a trace of our involvement.
That's amazing! You are one incredible cat!
True. Except for the cat part.
So, how do we get rid of the palace?
Yeah, tell us more.
By stealing the treasure held within.
Oh, you talking about money, right?
Stealing?
I'll tell you more once you agree to go ahead with this. It's my most valuable secret plan, after all. If you want to help me out, I'll gladly teach you. What's your call?
Our luck's running dry looking for witnesses. Guess we have no choice but to go along.
No other way.
Good. Oh, right. There's one more thing I should tell you.
What?
If we erase a palace, there is no doubt that the person's distorted desires will be erased as well. But desires are what we all need in order to survive. The will to sleep, eat, fall in love. Those sorts of things.
Oh.
What are you getting at?
If all of those yearnings were to vanish, they'd be no different than someone who is shut down entirely.
Oh.
They may even die if they're not given proper care. So...
They might die?
Yeah, they might die.
will you listen to everything I have to say first?
Okay.
Would their death be our fault?
Of course it would be.
Aren't you determined enough to face those kinds of risks?
Hey, what do you think?
Man, I don't know. I don't want to. We have to risk it.
For real?
Yeah.
Sheesh. I come all this way and this is what I get. It's not like anyone will ever find out.
That's not the point. If we just go around secretly doing whatever we want, we'd be no better than that effing Kamoshida.
True.
Isn't this your only option?
That is true.
I'll come back later. Make sure you've made your decision by then.
Cool.
Man, we're getting all worked up for nothing. Damn it.
I think you got worked up for nothing.
I'll try and see if I can figure out another way. Come on, let's get out of here.
There's nothing left for me to do today. I should just go straight home. Hey, I heard something got my attention. Susui girl. Looks like rumors are going around about her and Kamoshida. If they're true, it's no wonder I couldn't get her to talk. Still, something about that doesn't seem right. What do you mean? It's just impossible. I know Takami and Suzanne since middle school. There's just no way Kamoshida is their type, you know? So I gotta wonder where those rumors come from. Well, whatever. I'll try to ask around some more. Alright. Vending machine. I'm trying to, no. Vending vending machine. No. I'm trying to buy some SP drinks. Station. Okay, I'm going riding the train. Let's go. Yeah, we got change trains.
Service to Asakusa is departing soon. Please watch your step.
Oh, that's bread. No, I think it's this way. Yeah. Station Square. Oh, it's a comic
Will you
key.
please give it a rest? I told you, I'm not feeling up to it. Wait, what? That's not what you promised. And you call yourself a teacher?
Dang.
This has nothing to do with Shiho.
Oh. Yo, you okay?
Shiho's starting position.
You okay, girl?
Wait, were you listening?
Of course I was. You was yelling.
Haven't you heard of privacy?
Nope.
No, I was out of line. Sorry.
It's okay.
So, how much did you hear? See, that is true. It's nothing at all. Nothing.
Oh, it ain't. Kamiki, come back. You ain't going nowhere, girl. Stop following me. Just leave me alone. Can't.
No.
Why? Why you keep worrying about me? This one said, "Big, don't get you." What you mean?
I don't have anything to talk about with you.
What you talking about?
It was just an argument.
It's Kamoshida.
Thank you very much! You've heard the rumors, haven't you? About Mr. Kamoshida. Everyone says we're getting it on. But that's so not true. That was him on the other line. I avoided giving him my number for the longest time.
Dang.
He told me to go to his place after this. You know what it means.
Dang.
If I turn him down, he said he'd take my friend off as a regular on the team.
Dang.
I've been telling myself this is all for Shiho's sake. I can't take it anymore.
Right. Kamoshida piece of
Enough
shit.
of this. I hate him. But still, Shiho's my best friend. She's all I have left in that sorry excuse of a school.
Bro, you can't suffer for your friend. Gotta do something.
I shouldn't have asked. It's not your problem. What am I saying? I barely even talked to you before.
Hey, I'm a good listener, girl. It's okay.
You might be right. You're so weird. Usually everyone just ignores me.
Nah, can't, baby girl.
Are you really a bad person, as the rumor says? You just don't seem like it.
Nah, I'm not a bad person. As I continue being a bad person. I'm bad to the bone.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Yeah.
Kinda had a feeling they were all just exaggerations.
Of course.
You seemed lonely. Almost like you didn't belong anywhere.
Yeah. Duh. There's some place we all belong, just not here.
You're the same in that regard.
Oh, you the same, girl? Well, come on then.
Talk to you.
Hey, you easy to talk to too.
Is there really no way for me to help Shio?
Yeah, it is. Tell her.
I wish he'd just change his mind.
Everybody wish a lot of things. You just gotta have the courage to change them yourself.
Like, forget about me and everything. As if something like that would ever happen.
True.
I wasn't asking for a serious response. But I do feel a bit better now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head home. Don't tell anyone what I told you, okay?
Nah.
I'll try and think of a way to persuade Kamoshida. Well, thanks.
No problem.
Suzui,
Mm-hmm.
are you leaving?
Yep.
What is it?
Mr. Kamoshida's asking for you.
Oh, no.
He's in the PE faculty office.
Huh.
What did he say?
I don't know. Well, I have to go.
What?
On.
Yo, is she crying? What's going on? You're late. Where have you been? Trains were delayed. I got lost. I guess it's, yeah, let's say trains were delayed. Don't give me those lies. By the way, you haven't been hanging around any bad influences, have you? Actually made a friend. Yeah. Never. Alright. Even if you do hang with those people, just be careful you don't choose someone who will ruin your life. Dang. Look at the time. Seriously. Think about how it feels having to stay up and wait for you. Hey, I'm leaving. In the future, try not to come back so damn late. Understood? Gotcha. So what'd you think about Morgana telling us? I don't know if I get all that stuff about stealing desires. And Kamoshida's gonna turn like brain dead if we mess up right. I mean, sure, I'm pissed at him, but I don't know if we really want to kill that guy. Yeah, that's too much. For sure. I mean, maybe I'm just freaking out, but I don't want to end up a murderer because of this shit. Oh well. I'll try and see if I can come up with some other way to tonight. Dang, still can't clean it. Trying my best to clean it. Alright, guess I go to bed. Speaking Kamoshida's distorted desires. Can we really do it? Anyways, I should get some sleep.
Now that's ridiculous.
Can't believe Suzu Senpai missed such an important meeting. I wonder what happened. Mr. Kamoshida asked to see her. You know, I've been hearing rumors about Mr. Kamoshida and Suzu Senpai staying late. She always showed up at meetings though. It's weird she wouldn't be at the one yesterday. That is weird. What did Kamoshida do?
So I assume all of you know about the separation of powers. There are 3 branches in our government. The National Diet is legislative, the Cabinet is executive, and the Supreme Court is judiciary.
Yep.
This division of power provides checks and balances, which ensures no one branch becomes unstoppable.
True.
Have you made up your
But
mind?
still with corruption. Yep.
No matter how much thinking you do, there's only one option. You'd be better off just listening to me.
Did I just hear a cat just now?
Oh shit.
Meow!
Could that rumored cat be somewhere nearby?
If you can't hear that damn cat's in the class.
Settle down! We're in the middle of an important lecture.
It's not use. It's no use. I can't think of anything. Concentrate on class. I can't deal with this shit right now. I mean, what are we going to do about Kamoshida? Do you have, bruh, the cat is right here. The fur ball's right here.
If you only knew I'm reading this too.
I think he wouldn't care still.
Hey, what's that?
Huh?
Enough! This is a classroom!
Wait, she's going to jump!
Who gonna jump?
Suzui?
Suzui?
Shiho?
Oh.
For real?
Hey, yo, ain't that the girl that with the
Stay in your seats. Do not step foot.
Hey, shut up.
No way! Huh? Is she gonna commit suicide?
It's Suzui.
Bruh, she about to jump?
Suzui-san, let's go look.
Man, they said she gonna jump. Oh. Oh, she go. Oh, she didn't went around. Oh! Oh, bruh, she just. Oh! Bruh, Whoa, she went round the gate and just jumped?
Why?
Bro. Hey, you going to her? Bro, she done went splat on the pavement. Bruh, call the ambulance. Hey, what's going on? Head at the courtyard too. All right, man, the courtyard. Hey, man. The hell is this? There's no way we're gonna get through all these damn people. Come on, let's just go through the practice building. All right, practice building. I'm just. Let me through. What the hell? Out of the way, man, please. All right, now which way to go? Okay. Courtyard. Oh! Ain't nobody give it a class? Bro, she jumped off because of Kamoshida.
People.
We need someone to go with her. Are there any teachers around? I'm not in charge of her class, though.
We should leave this to Principal Kobayakawa.
Oh, and then y'all scumbags gonna act like she don't exist.
I'll go.
Please hurry.
Bruh, y'all some pieces of shit.
Why?
I told you, bruh. Come on. She-ho.
I'm sorry. I can't take this anymore.
It's okay. You shouldn't have been taking anything. What's she saying? Huh?
Kamoshida?
Oh. What?
No. Shiho!
Oh, he must have been playing both of them. Oh shit. Bruh, oh. She had a starting spot only if he could go out with An, and An was only there because Shio had a starting spot. Oh. Bruh, yeah. Oh, get him. Get him.
Hey,
whip his.
Is she acting weird?
Yeah. He knows something.
We're gonna make him talk this time.
Exactly. Go get him. He already getting beat up.
Return to your classrooms for the time being.
Hey man, shut up. Ain't nobody care about you. What you saying? You ain't saying nothing. Man, hey, I'm going out. I'm out. I'm going home and telling everybody.
That hurts.
I don't care.
Why'd you run like that?
Huh?
I didn't run.
Yeah, you did.
She jumped and tried to kill herself.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
No. Do you know something? Tell us.
We ain't trying to get you busted. We won't say you talked either.
Mm-hmm.
Suzui. She was called out by Mr. Kamoshida.
Ah. The truth.
Wait, what? I was called by him a number of times too. To the teacher's room.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just me or Suzui either. He'd nominate someone when he was in a bad mood and hit them.
Oh.
So the physical punishment thing was for real.
Dang.
And yesterday, he called Suzui out of the blue. She didn't make any mistakes or anything. Mr. Kamoshida seemed really irritated that day. So it must have been worse than usual.
Oh, so this is regular.
He didn't. That son of a bitch!
Did he rape her? Or did he beat her? Bro, he must have did something. 'Cause she been taking all the physical abuse. He must have raped her or something. What did he do? Yo, we gotta do something. We gotta beat him. We gotta do something. Hey, what we gotta do? Ryuji. Oh no. Mr. Kamashi's possibly in the PE faculty office on the second floor. Oh, Ryuji. Bro, don't do it. Bro, don't do it. You gonna get it? Bro, he went into the PE faculty office. Let's hurry get it. Bro, you gonna get expelled, bro. Chill. Huh?
You bastard! The hell did you do to that girl?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me!
Ryuji.
That is enough.
What you did wasn't coaching.
What did you say?
Yeah.
You ordered me to call Suzui here. I can only imagine what you did to her.
Exactly.
You're going on and on about things you have no proof of.
Right. Don't matter. Circumstantial evidence.
Basically, you're simply making these claims because you can't be a regular on the team, right?
Nope.
That's not what this is about.
Even if it is exactly as you imagine it to be, hypothetically speaking, what can you do? We just received a call from the hospital. Suzui's in a coma, and her chances of recovery are slim. How would someone like that make a statement?
Damn!
There's no chance of her getting better, I hear. Oh, the poor girl.
Oh, he is scumbag.
No. That can't be. Goddamn.
Ryuji, no!
This again? Does this mean we need to have yet another case of self-defense?
Don't do it.
You shut your mouth, you son of a bitch!
Oh.
Why are you stopping me?
Can't do that. You're gonna get expelled. Calm down.
But still.
Oh, you're stopping him? What a surprise. There's no need to hold back. Why not attack me?
Nah.
Oh, you can. But of course you can't. Everyone present right now will be expelled. I'm reporting all of you at the next board meeting.
Nah.
What? You can't make a decision like that.
Who would seriously consider what scum like you say?
Dang.
You threatened me too, Mishima, so you're just as responsible.
Huh?
To think you didn't know why I kept someone as talentless as you on the team. You act like you're a victim, but you leaked his criminal records, didn't you? It's all over the internet, correct? How terrible.
Mishima? He told me to do it. I had no choice.
Are we finished here? You're all expelled. You're done for. Your futures are mine to take. Now get out of my sight.
Oh, this is the first time bro.
This asshole's getting away with this.
Bro, Morgana's there? Yeah, he'll eat his words.
Huh? Oh, right. We have that.
Exactly.
Huh? Have you lost your minds? I don't understand what garbage like you are thinking, but go ahead and try.
All right.
All you can do is wait for your disposal, though.
Nah. We got you. I just realized Morgana was just sitting there in the classroom.
We can't waste any time.
Office.
We gotta hurry up and go to that world and beat the shit out of that asshole.
Yeah.
We're not beating him up. We're simply stealing his distorted desires.
Hey, we want to run that fade, Morgana. We don't care.
Can I assume that you've made up your minds about this? About how he might suffer a mental shutdown?
Ain't nobody care about that.
I have. Someone almost died because of him. I don't give a rat's ass what happens to him anymore.
There you go.
And you?
I agree.
Then it's settled.
By the way, is getting rid of a palace hard? You've tried it before, right?
When did I ever say that?
Huh? What? Were you just pretending to know?
Is it true that you're getting expelled? Everyone's talking about it.
That asshole's at it again. So you came all this way to tell us that?
You're going to deal with Kamoshida. Let me in on it too.
Okay.
I can't just sit back and do nothing after what happened to Shiho.
Exactly.
This has nothing to do with you. Don't butt your head into this.
But it does. Shiho's my...
Yeah, we know.
I said don't get in our way.
Damn. They both a little angry, ain't they?
That was harsh.
That's what I thought.
We can't take her somewhere like that.
I hope that she doesn't torment herself over this.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes down to it, women don't hesitate.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta hurry up and deal with Kamoshida.
Right.
Let's go already.
Yep. We ain't playing with this hoe.
The moment we cross over, we'll treat each other like phantom thieves. So I hope you're ready.
Okay.
Huh? Phantom thieves?
Phantom thieves.
Those who covertly sneak in and stylishly steal treasure. That is what we become.
Mm-hmm. Not bad.
That sounds kind of cool. So we just gotta say the school, Kamoshida's name, and castle. Then we end up in Bizarro World.
Bizarro world.
How the hell's all this work? Someone make it?
I don't know.
That's kind of creepy, but seems useful enough.
Yeah.
We'll show that effing Kamoshida.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Okay.
They really are going to do something.
Oh,
Doing something on their phone? A name... school?
Huh? Whoa. I think you're getting dragged in here too. Yeah.
All right, time to bust on through.
Yep.
What is this?
On.
Takamaki?
That voice. Sakamoto? And are you...
Couch-kun.
Why are you here?
How should I know? What's going on? Hey, where are we? Isn't this the school?
No, it's a castle. Morgana. Chill.
I see. Perhaps she was dragged in because of that app thing.
Mm-hmm.
If multiple people can enter with the person who uses it, it stands to reason it'll pull anyone nearby.
Oh.
For real?
Wait, so this is related to Kamoshida?
Yep.
Anyways, you gotta leave.
Yeah.
No!
The shadows are going to find us if you make a scene.
Mm-hmm.
No way! It talked! Oh my god! It's a monster cat!
Bro.
Monster?
You better explain
Okay.
Looks like we gotta force her. But how are we supposed to do that?
Just take her back to where we came in. That's how it worked last time, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Can you lend me a hand?
Feel bad.
We can't deal with Kamoshida if we don't. What are you? We'll explain after everything's over.
Hey! And just where are you touching?
Oh.
Whoa, sorry, I didn't mean... That's not important.
You guys, seriously? Ah!
We better be careful from now on when we use that app.
Yeah, true.
You should have checked the tools you used.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I, the one who was just watching, know more about it than you two?
True.
Shut up. Jeez. Takamaki found out right when we were starting off. We gotta deal with this fast.
True.
That girl's name is An Takamaki, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lady An.
Yes. Lady An.
The shadows have noticed us. You better brace yourselves. Got it?
Mm-hmm. Got it.
We're counting on you, Joker.
Let's go.
Joker? That a nickname?
Don't refer to it in such a lame way. It's a code name.
Yeah, code name.
What kind of stupid phantom thief would use their real name? I'm not down for that.
True.
And there's no telling what kind of effect yelling our real names will have on the palace.
True.
It's just a precaution.
Mm-hmm.
So, why is he Joker?
Because he's our trump card when it comes to fighting strength.
True. Not bad.
It's settled then. Next up is you, Ryuji. You'll be... let's see... Thug.
Oh, no.
Are you picking a fight with me? Yeah, I'll choose it myself. When it comes to me, it's gotta be this mask.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I actually kinda like it. What if we named me after this?
Okay, Skull.
Fine. Why not Skull then?
Oh, that sounds awesome! I'm Skull!
Yep.
What do we do about this one's code name?
What do you think?
How about Mona?
Well, if Joker thinks it's easier to call me that, then I'll go with it.
Okay.
Alright. From here on out, we're Joker, Skull, and Mona.
Mona!
We need to be absolutely thorough about using those code names from now on.
Got you.
Alright.
While the Phantom Thieves form, you can dash by holding R2 button as you move around. This will help you traverse the palace quickly, but be careful while dashing. You'll be more easy spotted by enemies. How did I get up? There we go. Ooh.
Yeah.
Joker Skull. Let's go. Examine. What the hell?
Whoa.
Look, ain't that? Those intruders the other day were quite entertaining. However, I can't allow trash and ransack my castle. Strengthen the security. Kill them on sight. I reward whoever brings them their heads. Praise to the king, Kamoshida. Death to the intruders.
Hey.
Mona, can't we just beat the crap out of him and call it a day? Look at all those soldiers, idiot. It'll be suicide. I'm sure you don't want to repeat of last time. Besides, Don't you want him to confess his sins? There's no point in beating him up. We need to steal his materialized desire, the treasure. Fine, so where is it? It has to be somewhere in the depths of the castle.
Okay, let's go.
Let's infiltrate further, and while he's out of here.
What?
Oh.
Damn it.
Scar's over here too. What do you want to do? Should we kick his ass? Hold on. This might be a good opportunity to teach you something. All right, Joker. Are you ready? Take it down. Let's go.
Remember how I taught you hold-ups and all-out attacks? I'll teach you their practical use now. There's another use for hold-ups, besides simply defeating enemies.
Okay.
Shadows are beings born from people's hearts, so naturally they can talk too.
Okay.
In other words, you can communicate with them. Get
Cool.
it? If you talk to them when they're cornered, they might offer money or items since they don't want to die.
Okay.
In fact, talking has a better chance of scoring something great, as opposed to just offing them. Well then, let's do the first step. Knock all the enemies down and do a hold-up.
Okay.
All knocked down! That was incredible, Joker!
Seriously, you guys are intruders. King Kamashita was talking about. It can't get worse. What's going on? Give me some money. Huh? Liv, give me some money.
Well, something along those lines. Now let it be money or items. Just cough it up. Sorry.
I don't have anything on me. As you go through, you know.
Oh, wait, what? This isn't how I was planning this to go. Anyway, it can't be helped if that's the case. Time for you to go to hell.
Dang.
For real?
Wait.
Sorry, but we're in a hurry.
Can't we work something out? Don't kill me, please. Won't let me go. I'll let you go to hell. Sounds really lame. But it's one line to come up with. I say cheesy stuff like that all the time too, though. I guess more alike than I thought. Oh, I feel different. Something's happening.
What the? What's going on? Cool.
Yeah, I remember now. I don't belong to King Kamashita. I'm existence is drifting about the sea humility souls. My real name is Pixie.
I am thou art I.
I'll live inside my heart. Your heart. Oh. Wow. Taken.
What was that just now? What happened?
For real?
What the hell was that about? The enemy just stuck on just Joker's mask. I have no idea. I wasn't expecting that either. Intruder, halt. Crap. They noticed this. Alright. I sense new possibilities within stem from previous battle. Bear's potential allows him to hold multiple personas. As such, you can freely change which persona you have summoned. When you change your persona, your stats, elemental affinities, and available skills will change to match the persona you've selected. While in the persona menu, press the R1 button or L1 button to change personas. Outside battles, press the triangle button, then select personas to change. You may normally change personas whenever you would like, but during battle, you can only change personas once per turn.
Persona.
I don't see a weakness.
Okay. Well,
We should check its affinity.
Come.
Okay. Pixie. Lightning. Let's go. Yeah.
Is that the shadow from earlier?
Yup.
Don't tell me. Did you take in the shadow's appearance and powers as a persona?
Mm-hmm.
Persona. Go down.
So. Yeah. Let me your power. Your move. Then I guess I'll start first. Decide I'm going to help you. Hey, you ever know someone may be watching? A bad rep spreads like wildfire. If I were you, I'd quit all this nonsense. What's the point? I don't care. You're cheering, you look hard boiled, but you're just a wannabe tough guy. You're half boiled tops. Oh, well, I'm gonna die, so this will be less. Hey, Sonny, if something's been bothering you, I want to give you a listen. My relationships? Whoa. You afraid of people or something? Oh, I can help you with something like that. What a coincidence. My sentiments exactly. Hey, I can't believe it. I remember now. Shadow Palace, the human soul. I am now. Call me Bicorn. Yay. Let's go, Bicorn.
Holy! Does that mean you can wield multiple personas?
Yup. Yeah.
Dude.
Hey, Mona, what was that about? What did Joker do? He sealed the enemy's appearance and power into his mask and made it his new persona. I've never seen anyone do that before. Didn't even know it was possible. Is this good?
What did you say?
Of course it is. Only one heart exists per persona, so normally a person can only have one persona. But this is incredible. That ability will give us a huge advantage in battle. All right, try to do that even more if the opportunity arises. You better help us out too. Let's go.
All right.
Hell yeah, we'll everything. During holdups, you can negotiate with any enemy shadow. If you succeed in negotiations, you may sometimes gain a new persona. The decision between defeat your foe quickly and all-out attacks or negotiating to gain personas or other rewards will be crucial one. I like you even more now. I really do have someone special on my hands. Okay. Open door. Go through here.
Joker, a treasure chest. Let's open it.
I'll reveal your true form.
Yeah.
What is this? All right, the first move is ours.
Persona.
What are they weak to? You know what? Just hit him with the lightning.
You're mine.
The resistance against that.
Persona.
Try this.
Only one more. Let's
All right.
Persona.
So it's not. It's resistant. Done. Ow. Nope. Ow. Oh.
graceful,
Loser.
stylish. Yeah, victory.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll reveal your true form.
Yeah. Bye.
Now's our chance to strike. Go.
Persona. Go down.
Well, you gonna die today. Bye bye.
What did you think? Graceful, stylish.
Yeah. We doing it.
Okay.
That's all it takes.
Silver dagger. Alright. Okay. Go about our business. We'll leave that one there.
Hey, look.
Oh, it's a door. Safe room. Strategy inside. Cool.
This is that place from earlier.
Dang, she got back?
What's up with this app? Just said the word Sakamoto said, and I ended up.
Princess?
Huh?
Princess!
Dang.
Aren't there even more shadows here than before?
Yeah.
Just getting this far has been a real pain in my ass.
It's all because you guys provoked Kamoshida, you know.
It's okay.
Still, he seems to be awfully on guard.
True.
Anyways, how are we supposed to steal that treasure thing?
Who knows?
Don't be so hasty. First, we'll need to secure an infiltration route.
Okay.
What?
A path to the treasure's location.
Yes.
But honestly, I think we'll need a little more manpower in order to accomplish this.
Okay.
At the very least, one more person would be nice.
True.
Hey, you say you don't have your memories and all, but somehow you still know about that kind of stuff?
It's instinct.
Do you think this thing's really got amnesia?
Shut up. He can hear you. I believe in Mona.
At least you're a step above that moron.
Don't call me a moron. You sure talk big, but what if it turns out you're just some stray cat in the end?
That can't be.
Still, why was a princess in such an odd place?
Princess?
I could have sworn we were pursuing the readings of an intruder.
It doesn't matter now. We must take it back to King Kamoshida.
Who's this princess they're talking about?
I should probably look into this.
Okay.
And yet another question goes unanswered. Stuff like the castle and that navigation app are mysterious, but Morgana's got them both beat.
Remember code names.
Oh, crap. Sorry. What was I again? Oh, yeah. Skull.
Yeah.
This is bad.
What happened?
That was fast.
Your friend, Lady On.
Mm-hmm.
She's been taken by shadows.
Dang.
Wait, what? We sent her home earlier.
If Lady On does indeed have the app, it could be possible.
True.
Oh, no. Don't tell me it got put on hers just like mine.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. We let her out for her own safety, and she just came back in by herself.
Mm-hmm. Let's go get her.
Damn it.
Take a break. Hurry and rescue her.
I should write something.
All right. Okay. Let's get back. We gotta save Lady On. It's only right.
Yes.
Follow me. I got you. Cool. Get us there.
Okay, let's go.
Past the dining room looking place. Let's go. Okay.
Joker.
Dang. I was trying to see.
Is this some kind of filming? Who's in charge here?
Dang.
I'll reveal your true form.
Yep.
Now's our chance to strike. Go.
Persona.
Yep.
Ravage them.
Bop.
They're all knocked down.
Serves
That
you
was
right.
incredible, Joker.
All out. Yeah. Ooh. Let's go.
All right. No match for me.
All right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. Here.
This way.
Okay.
Look, I'll apologize for touching the armor without permission.
She totally doesn't get what's going on.
Neither do you.
We have to save her.
Morgana got different motives.
Yes.
Morgana got different motives. He's never been so determined.
What's all this about? Seriously, I'm gonna call the cops.
So, this is the intruder.
Kamoshida? Who's that? More importantly, what is this place? Why is the school turned into something like this?
I can't believe you mistook my aunt for someone like her.
Dang.
Are you afraid?
What is that outfit? Have you lost your mind?
I do as I please here. After all, this is my castle. The world of my desires.
You right about that one.
What the? Wait. Is this some red light district?
Nope.
What a lively slave.
Dang.
This isn't funny! Enough of the bullshit, Kamoshida!
Dang.
Shit. The girls decided to tell me off. What do you think of that?
Talking back is like totally unforgivable.
What?
In that case, she should be executed.
Dang.
Now then, how should I play with you? Shall I tear you into little pieces?
Are you kidding me?
This is effed up.
Oh. What?
Is that what he thinks of the girls on the volleyball team?
Yeah.
Hey, that's...
Takamaki!
Just when I was about to start enjoying myself.
What's the deal with this guy?
You little...
How many times are you gonna come back? I bet you just like those thieves. You came because you're pissed at me, huh? But, I forget that chick's name. But it's your fault she jumped, you know.
Huh?
You were so reluctant to throw yourself onto me that I had her take your place.
Dang. He did do it.
Bastard!
No!
Take one more step and I'll kill her on the spot.
Damn.
Damn it!
Just sit back and enjoy the dismantlement show.
If you're gonna dismantle her, so you're gonna kill her regardless if I get closer.
No, don't!
Maybe I'll start with her clothes.
Oh, you pervy.
You're such a perv!
Dang.
Hey, what are we gonna do? Takamaki!
Is this my punishment for what happened to Shio?
No, girl.
That's more like it. You should have looked like this from the start.
Shio, I'm so sorry.
Don't give in.
Huh?
Yeah, you heard me. Don't give in.
You're right. Letting this piece of shit toy with me.
Exactly.
What was I thinking?
Yeah.
Like I always say, slaves should just behave and...
Shut up.
There you go,
I've had enough of this. You pissed me off, you son of a bitch!
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
My, it's taken far too long. Tell me, who is going to avenge him if you don't? Forgiving him was never the option. Such is the scream of the other you that dwells within. I am thou, thou art I. We can finally forge a contract. I hear you, Carmen. You're right. No more holding back. There you go. Nothing can be solved by restraining yourself.
Yeah.
Understand? Then I'll gladly lend you my strength.
Ooh, sauce. Oh. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not some cheap girl you can toy with, you scumbag.
Bitch.
Ooh.
You stole everything from Shiko. You destroyed her. Now it's your turn. I will rob you of everything!
That's what I'm talking about.
Enough of your insolence!
There you go, defend yourself. Oh no.
No, I've had enough of you. No one's gonna stop me now. Let's go, Carmen!
Yeah. We taking a poop. Big old poo poo.
How dare you deny King Kamoshida's love, you selfish lass!
Ooh.
Pay for this insolence with your life!
That dirtbag just sees women as sexual outlets. Don't make me laugh with that love bullshit. Come on, Carmen. Let's give him hell.
Yeah. Alright.
You did it! They're falling flat!
Oh.
Okay, guys, let's do it!
Yeah.
Hold on.
You know what? Use a gun. Things resistant.
Slow skull, you're pathetic.
Dang. You gotta call that man pathetic. Ah.
Oh no! Skull's been knocked flat!
Oh. Bruh, he fell asleep on the toilet and got back up.
You did it! They're falling flat!
Well. Oh, attack.
Finish him!
Alright.
Persona!
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Let's give him some payback!
Yep. It's resistant. Well. Yep. Ah.
Could they be this strong?
Dang. I didn't even realize I was getting ready to die. Nah. Skip. Start the battle. Let's try this again. Alright.
How dare you deny King?
I already know what I'm doing. Weak to fire.
You did it! They're falling flat!
Alright. All out attack.
Finish him!
Alright. Gun. Alright. Gun. Your gun too. Alright. Go. Alright. Heal yourself. Yep. Fire.
You did it! They're falling flat!
All out attack. Do. Alright. Yeah, heal myself. Alright.
Give him some payback!
Okay, back. He don't have no effect on himself. Regular attack. And got more bullets, great. I missed. And you're done. Yeah.
To think there would be a woman who could stand up to King Kamoshida.
Outside of school, that guy's nothing but a pathetic loser.
Exactly. Yeah. We did it.
I leveled up.
HP and SP. New skill.
New move! What do you think?
Oh, lunge.
Oh shit.
Wait!
Dang. You okay?
What
you come here, man? And more importantly, how?
Hey, is that how you speak to a woman? Are you all right, Lady On?
Lady On? Wait, what is this thing? Is it alive? How can it talk? And where in the world are we?
Yeah.
Just calm down. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry.
How am I supposed to calm down? Huh? Why am I dressed like this? When did I... What's with this?
Calm down.
How can you expect me to be calm?
Well, I'm stumped. A search party will be coming for us soon. There's no time to explain.
Yeah.
We don't have a choice. Let's retreat for now.
True.
We were just getting fired up and you had to go and get in the way. Fine. Here, give me your arm. You take the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Which one you want?
Whichever's not carbonated.
They're both actually.
Then...
Here you go.
What about me?
Huh? But you're a cat.
Have you calmed down, Lady On?
Morgana, right?
Yep.
I really am talking to a cat. This feels so strange. Oh, sorry. You're not a cat, right?
It's only natural that you're confused.
Morgana got such double standards.
Demanding that you understand all of this right after what you went through is asking too much.
Honestly, I still can't believe what happened. And that power. My persona.
It's the will of your rebellion, Lady On. With it, you'll be able to fight in that other world.
So if what you told me is true, we can make Kamoshida have a change of heart, right?
Yep.
Is it really possible? Can we actually force him to confess his crimes?
It is.
The volleyball team's keeping quiet about this while teachers and parents turn a blind eye. If guys like us try and complain, they're just gonna shoot us down. Going all in on this plan is the only choice we got.
Then let me help too. I want to make him pay for what happened to Shiho. He just keeps going like nothing happened, even after what he did to her. I'll never forgive him.
Wait, did you just say, let me help? You mean you want us to take you along?
Don't act like I'm going to drag you down. Weren't you watching? I can fight too.
True.
Hey, what should we do?
I agree as well. We are lacking in manpower after all. Don't worry. I'll protect her.
Even if you said no, I'd just go in alone.
Ah, right, she can go by herself. I guess it'd be more dangerous turning her down.
Yep.
Fine.
Then it's decided. Well, I hope we get along. I'm going to make Kamoshida atone for what he did. Not just for Shiho's sake, but for everything he's done. I won't let any more people suffer because of him. I'll do whatever it takes.
We're going back to the interrogation room.
I doubt something as dangerous as your group could have been pulled off with orthodox methods.
Hmm?
It wouldn't be odd if you had someone that was proficient in deceiving the eyes of others. If you're listening, then answer me.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the lover's persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Lover's confidant.
All right.
Will now grant extra XP. On can now use baton pass.
Just let me know when you're heading back in. Oh, wait. We don't have each other's info.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, give me your number and chat ID. And, I'll be counting on you then.
Mm-hmm.
Same goes for you, Morgana.
Mm-hmm.
The pleasure is all mine, Lady Ann. What a kind girl. Such admirable consideration for others. And the innocence to cast herself into the jaws of death to achieve her goal. She cares about her friends, and she's beautiful to boot. What a girl. She's captured my heart.
Dude. You know, it'd be better if this group could get together quick from now on.
Mm-hmm.
True. Our best option would be to make a secret hideout where we could discuss these things.
Mm-hmm.
Hideout, huh? I like the sound of that.
The school rooftop would work. It seems like nobody goes up there. For the time being, that will make the perfect hideout.
Mm-hmm.
I can't contact you from inside a palace, so I'll stay in this world. That being said, I'll need someone to take care of me. I'm personally nominating you. You should feel honored.
For real?
This is all you. There's no way I can at my place.
The train will be arriving
Well,
soon.
we now have our hideout, so let's meet there tomorrow.
Okay, let's go look at my new residence for this world.
Oh my god. Fusion Academy rooftop. But now be hideout from now on.
Hey. Hey.
Uh-huh.
Alright, going upstairs.
Thanks for coming. Now.
That's it for today. Doctor over the clinic down the street. Rumor has it she gets pretty crappy examinations. It's her some weird homemade medicines on top of that. At least that's what I've heard. I haven't been there myself. They should really just leave her alone. It's not like she's getting in the way of their lives.
Hey!
Time to head home.
Go start making dinner.
What the? What is this place? Is this some kind of abandoned house?
Nope.
Hey, are you... I was wondering why I heard meowing. What did you bring it here for?
Hey. Does it have a home?
Nowhere, huh? Look, this place is a restaurant. Animals are a no-go. Though, I guess you might stay on good behavior if you've got a pet to take care of. Fine.
But keep it quiet when we're open for business. And don't let it roam downstairs, or I'll toss it out.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm not going to take care of it. That's all on you.
Gotcha.
Was that the ruler of this place? He seemed pretty understanding for someone who keeps you cramped up in this dump. Then again, I suppose to normal people I just sound like a meowing cat.
Seriously. Had to keep calling out in that cute little voice. Make sure you wash that dish. By the way, have you decided on a name? Morgana? Huh. I was hoping I'd get to name it.
Bruh!
Looks like the chief likes me better than you.
True.
And to be honest, this place is heaven compared to Kamoshida's cells. Remember how you guys asked me before about what I am? To be honest, I don't remember anything about my birth. I think the metaverse's distortions made me lose both my memories and my true form. It has to be. I mean, why else would a cat be able to talk like this? There's no other possible explanation. There's no doubt that the distortions were what caused me to lose my real self. I'm sure that once they're purged, I'll finally be able to get that self back. And I have a pretty good idea on how to do it, too. That's why I was in the castle in the first place. Come to think of it, I didn't get hungry over in that world. Let me make myself clear. Your taking care of me won't be for nothing. It'll be give and take. Due to my knowledgeable and dexterous nature, I have a lot of intel on infiltration tools.
Really?
Whoa. I can't tell you more unless we settle on a deal. In exchange for you keeping me here, I'll teach you about these tools. How does that sound?
Let's do this.
I like that answer. Then it's a deal.
Yeah, it's a deal. Seems rather happy. All right, now we're back in this interrogation. What else you got to say to me?
Skillful infiltrations and escapes to all manner of places. There's even the possibility that you used special tools and had someone who manufactured them.
Nah, we ain't have nobody manufacturing
Answer
them.
me.
We was just good hard sweating.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the magician persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Magician confidant.
All right.
I'll lecture you about the infiltration tools over time.
Okay.
By the way, the power you used in the palace was seriously amazing. The stronger that power gets, the more reliable it'll be as a trump card. Alright, I'm gonna stick with you wherever you go from today on.
Okay.
Personas are the strength born from one's heart. Depending on what kind of life experience you gain, I bet it'll affect that power as well.
Okay.
And if you become acquainted with capable people, you might learn various useful skills too. This is all part of our deal. Got it?
Got it.
I expect great things from you. Don't let me down, okay?
The company when you go out. Don't worry, it's free of charge. What? Getting around in cat form sounds pretty inconvenient though. Well, it's what it is. I just have to deal with being carried in a bag of yours. Thanks for everything today. You say me, I didn't even thank you properly. It's fine. No, it's not. Anyways, I wanted to let you know at least. See you tomorrow.
Hey!
You guys send messages to each other with that thing, right? I want in too. So I'm gonna have to ask you to type for me. At any rate, this is really a place for someone to live in.
Oh!
Looks like pretty useful, but you just have to clean it later on. But for now, call it a day and get some sleep. Gotta get some sleep again. Go to bed.
Well then.
Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Keep it together, right? Oh, wait. Don't sleep yet. Let me say. Well, all right, guys. That'll be all that I'm doing today. Well, we'll pick up from right here. Hopefully, we'll get the full infiltration route done tomorrow. See you again at 11:30, 12 o'clock, Standard Pacific time. So either I'll get on 11:30 or 12. So I'll be waiting to, have some more fun with you guys. And I appreciate. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate you. Make sure to join the Discord if you want to know what times I go live, as well as when I post YouTube videos. And if you want to post some memes and just talk and hang out. So without further ado, I will see you guys later. And thank you for all that you've done. And thanks for watching the stream today. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 or 12 p.m. Standard Pacific time. So see you tomorrow.